Yeah.
Thanks. Carl Flynn. Is he new?
Yeah, young lad, just over there.
If you'd like to follow me. Thanks.
Joanna, do you know what Kate did with Mr. Blackwell's notes?
Sorry, Dr. McGuire?
She said you put them in my room, but they're not there.
Well, maybe she forgot.
I got orange juice on my cornflakes this morning. I don't know, what's up with her?
Oh, sorry. Morning, Riverside Surgery. Yeah.
Kate, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. You've got patients to see.
I've got Mrs. Harris and her ubiquitous onions, but I'm sure she can wait 5 minutes.
Don't know what to do, Helen. On the one hand, I'm thrilled. On the other hand, it's the worst thing that could possibly happen.
What is? What's happened?
I think I'm pregnant.
So when did these pains start?
A few days ago.
But no other symptoms? Constipation, diarrhea, feeling sick?
No. A few headaches.
Do you notice the pain's getting worse after certain food? Okay. Any pain here?
No.
Here?
A bit.
Could you just hop on the scales for me a second, girl? Just over 7 stone. Okay, take a seat. You're how old? 15? But you are underweight for your height and age, Carl.
So? We don't all have to be built like Schwarzenegger, do we?
No, we don't. How's your appetite, as a rule?
Same as most people's.
Do you take any drugs?
Oh, yeah. You'd love that, wouldn't you?
Carl, if I'm going to help you, you're going to have to be honest with me.
I don't do that stuff. It's pathetic.
Glad to hear it. How are things at school? How about at home? You live with your parents?
My dad's gone back to Liverpool. It's just me and Mum.
And how'd you get on with her?
She's all right.
You live in Maple Avenue. Right. Well, I've got a house call there this afternoon. So how about I pop in afterwards and have a word with your mum?
What for? I'm the one with the stomach ache.
At 3:30, all right?
Have you done a test?
I haven't dared to be honest. Too scared of the result.
What does Mac have to say?
I haven't said a word to him. You know how he feels about having more children.
And what about you?
I'd love a baby more than anything. I mean, for me, time is running out. Every time I told him Mac about it, I don't know, we just go around in circles.
I think you should do a test.
Yeah. I'll finish off some paperwork and then I'll nip down to the chemist.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. Helen. Don't say anything to Mac, will you?
Of course not.
Just nipping out for some lunch.
Anyone else?
No, just a sandwich. Nothing like Mr. Rafferty's weeping wounds to suppress the appetite.
Thank you very much.
No, not at all. You know me. Hate to retch alone. Okay. You going home?
Yeah. Why?
No, I just wondered. Did you find Mr. Blakewell's case notes?
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll get on to it.
Right, I'll look at them later. And I'll bring you back a carrier bag.
What for?
Well, someone to put your head. In case you forget that.
A boy's weight does vary at his age, but he is underweight.
Well, I didn't even know he'd been to the doctors. I mean, it's nothing serious, though.
No.
Doesn't even know what's wrong with me.
Hey, you.
Carl's right. I'm not sure at this stage. We'll need to rule a few things out, so it'll probably mean tests at St. Phil's. But it's really nothing to worry about.
So why do you want to see me?
Carl, is there any chance of a cup of tea? Mrs. Frayne, I just wanted to ask you, does Carl regularly eat at home?
Oh, yeah, he always has his tea with me.
Have you ever noticed him vomiting after his meals?
No, why?
Well, when I examined him this morning, he complained of a stomachache. Also, he's got slight discoloration of his teeth, and he's got some dark rings under his eyes. Now, all of these things, along with his weight loss, well, it could be a sign of bulimia.
Well, that thing where you make yourself sick. I thought only girls got that.
No, it's increasingly common amongst boys as well as girls.
No, I'd have noticed if he'd been throwing up all the time. I mean, he wouldn't do that.
You've been practising.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them.
Don't tell the health authority they'll drop your wages. Can I ask a favour?
Yeah, you can ask.
You take a few of my early appointments in the morning. Want to drop by St Phil's to see how Mr Kapoor's doing after the operation.
You don't stop, do you?
Wouldn't know what to do with myself if I did.
Doesn't your Philip ever complain? He must hardly see you.
Someone has to pay the mortgage.
Yeah, but stuck at home with your brood all day. Must be a bit of a strain.
I think he quite enjoys it. Philip's great with kids. Most men are when it comes down to it.
Don't think my first wife would agree with that.
Do you not help out when yours were young?
Yeah, changed the odd nappy or two, but I was a junior doctor then. I wasn't around much.
Well, you missed out. I think when they're young is the best time.
You're a mad woman.
Not at all.
Sorry.
I loved it when mine were young and helpless. Learning new things every day. Still remember when Claire took her first steps?
Yeah, well, I remember when Robert peed on my suit at the christening, and I thought it was the cutest thing I'd ever seen.
See, you loved it, really.
What's this all about, Helen? Are you feeling broody or something? No, I admit that he does have his moments, but to be absolutely frank, I prefer mine the age they are now, when we can go to the pub and they can buy me a drink. Oh, playtime's over. See you back on the factory floor.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I know my son, and if he got a problem, he'd come to me about it.
Not necessarily. Sufferers can be very clever at covering their tracks.
Sufferers of what?
Well, Dr. Rawlins thought you might have bulimia. You know, that illness where you throw up your food. I mean, I've told him it's nonsense.
Is it nonsense, Carl?
Yeah, of course. Only girls get that.
That's not true. Anybody can suffer from an eating disorder, and thousands of people do.
Yeah, well, I don't. I've got a stomachache, that's all. I'm not some head case.
Hey, you. There's no need for that.
It's all right. We'll need to get those tests done, as I say. In the meantime, you know where I am.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Rawlins. You're very kind, and it's nice of you to drop in like this.
No problem. Hope you feel better soon, Carl.
I'll show you out.
Joanna, I still haven't got Mr. Blakewell's case notes. Can you dig them out for me? I think my wife's with the fairies today.
They've probably been put in his wife's file by mistake. I'll have a look for you.
Thanks. Looking very glamorous. You got a date tonight?
Dr. Maguire, you're trying to embarrass me? I'm just going out with a friend. She likes a bloke who drinks down our local.
In for the kill, is she?
Not quite. I've got to do a scout job first.
A what?
A scout job? Don't tell me you didn't used to do that when you were...
Young. I think that's the word you're searching for, Joanna. Young. So, what does it mean? No, I know what young means. What is a scout job?
Well, basically, you send over a friend to see how the land lies.
All right.
They ask a few questions, find out what they like, you know, what kind of women they go for.
Without giving away it's actually you.
Exactly. Then they come back and tell you what they said.
Does it always work?
Always. And do you want to know why?
Pray tell.
Because blokes are so wrapped up in themselves, they never notice what's going on.
Oh, thank you very much. Matter of fact, I think you're absolutely right.
But Dr. Maguire, I thought you wanted these notes.
Caroline, hang on a minute. Didn't you do a paper on eating disorders when you were at med school?
Yeah, my registrar was anorexic, so I knew I'd get a good mark. Why?
Well, I had this lad in this morning. Swears he's not bulimic, but I'm not so convinced.
Well, denial is usually part of the condition.
Yeah, he could have problems at school. His mum seems quite supportive, though.
I'll dig out my notes if you like. I'm sure they're in there.
Would you? You know, I can go through them at the weekend.
Yeah, we don't want our teenage patients pegging out before we get our money's worth, do we?
Kate, can I have a word?
Mag, if it's about the notes, they weren't in the cabinet and I've been rushed off my feet.
No, it's not about the notes. I was just wondering, have you ever done any scout jobs?
What?
Scout jobs. You know, when you ask a friend to talk to someone before you do, see how the land lies.
Not since I was 12, no.
Uh-huh.
Look, is this important? Because I really do need to get out.
Well, I was having this very interesting conversation with Helen earlier. She was very keen to know what I felt about babies.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of fluffy talk about how sweet they are and didn't I miss having little ones around. Bit sentimental for Helen, I thought.
Yeah, I suppose.
And then I realised, of course, she wasn't talking about herself at all, was she? Did you ask her to work on me?
Don't be so stupid.
Look me in the eyes when you say that, Kate.
Oh, well, Mac, we've been around the houses with this one already. Why would I think Helen sticking her oar in's going to make any difference?
And what on earth was that performance all about then? Unless she knows something I don't. Kate? Oh, Kate, you're not.
I don't know. So if you do those flu jabs first, you should still have time to take out Tina Jones' stitches.
Poor kid. I reckon she's going to have a scar on that leg for life.
Yeah, well, she's two choices. Either expensive trauma counselling or buy a pair of tights. Oh, if you see Steve before me, could you give him these? They're my notes on eating disorders. He wants them for the weekend.
Have you done a test?
I was just going out to get one. I wanted a few minutes to myself in case I needed, you know...
What, crack open the champagne?
Hardly think that's likely, whatever the result.
But you wanted to be positive.
Yeah. It's not a whim, Mac. It's hard to explain. It's a real physical need.
So you've been telling me for the past 6 months.
Well, just supposing I am pregnant, isn't there a bit of you that's excited?
Different from me, Kate. I've been here before.
Not with me, you haven't. Well, doesn't that make a difference, knowing that this one would be ours?
Still needs caring for and paying for the next 18
Oh,
years.
I knew you'd say it like that. I can't get rid of it, Mac. Not feeling the way I feel.
Well, looks like you've got it all your own way then, haven't you?
What do you mean?
Oh, I hope you're not going to pretend this was an accident.
I hope you're not saying what I think you're saying.
Well, it is a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Years of effective contraception, and you get broody and bingo! You're pregnant.
How could you accuse me of something like that?
Oh, come on, Kate. What was I supposed to think?
I'm your wife. You're supposed to think I love and respect you, which until just now is generally the case.
Are you telling me it never once crossed your mind?
No! Lots of women have done it. Women like me who are desperate for a child. And do you know what I thought of that?
No.
I thought it was the worst kind of betrayal you could inflict on a person, forcing them to bring a life into the world they didn't want, and I would never, ever betray you like that.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Doesn't matter though, does it? Because you obviously think that's the kind of person I am.
Anushka, give you those notes.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
The case studies are always the most useful. You know, the lengths they go to. One girl I know drank water from the toilet to give herself dysentery.
You're kidding.
Enjoy.
I told him. He thinks I did it on purpose.
How could he think that?
I expected all kinds of reactions. I didn't expect this.
Have you done the test yet?
Haven't had a minute. I'm just about to go out and get one now.
Oh, Kate, can you give us a hand a minute? I've got to crash the computer again. Carl, love. Go away.
You all right?
Just go away.
Carl, please talk to me.
Get Dr. Rawlings! Now!
I thought you were meant to be giving up.
I am. This is purely medicinal. I know, I was an idiot.
Why, Mac?
Why did I assume she tricked me? Paranoia?
Actually, I meant, why do you hate the idea of another child so much?
Come on, Helen, I've done all that. Kate and I, we've got a great life. Successful careers, nice house, good social life. A baby would ruin that.
For you. For Kate, it would make everything perfect.
Yes. But to bring into the world a life you don't want...
You'd love it as soon as it arrived.
Well, that's just it. I'm afraid that I won't. Still, no excuse for accusing Kate like that.
Don't tell me, tell her.
Whatever happens now, she's going to hate me.
I've hated Philip plenty of times. Still love him, though.
Well, I thought Philip was the Archangel Gabriel and Mary Poppins rolled into one.
Yeah. We're that couple that never have a cross word. You must have heard of us.
What's he do then?
Oh, loads of things. Turns down jobs when we really need the money because he won't compromise his artistic vision. Swears at my mum. You name it.
So what's the secret?
Damned if I know. One thing I'm pretty sure of, though. You know that expression, love means never having to say you're sorry?
Yeah?
Load of rubbish.
Huh. Oh, Kate. Kate, you got a sec? I owe you an apology.
The way you behaved today, you owe me a kidney.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know where that came from. Just shock, I suppose, but I had no right jumping to conclusions like that. I'm really, really sorry.
How could you think I'd do something like that on you?
Well, like I said, reaction, I suppose. And you still haven't been to the chemist?
No. You know, they'll be shot by now. I'll have to go to a late night one on the way home.
Look, Kate, I can't pretend that I'd be pleased about it, but if you are pregnant and you decide to have it, well, that's your decision.
Thanks.
What was I supposed to say?
You could say that you're willing to reconsider because you know how much a baby means to me. Or you could say you love me so much that the thought of us creating a new life together is really exciting. Or you could say that you'll make the emotional adjustment if you really try. But you can't, can you? Because it's not true.
No.
Nothing left to say then, is there?
This one. Carl, hi, it's Steve. You okay? I can't help you if you're not going to answer me. Come on, mate, what's the problem?
What's the point? No one ever listens to me anyway.
That's not true. I always listen to you, Carl.
No, you don't. You never do. Why don't you just go away and leave me alone?
Would you prefer it if your mum went into another room and left us alone?
What are you on about? I'm his mother. I should be here.
Cindy, please. Is that what you want?
Yeah. Just you.
Do you mind? Okay, Carl, it's just you and me now, but I don't want to talk to you through this door.
I'm not coming out.
Well, how about I come in? You can always lock the door again afterwards. All right, Carl. All right, guys.
Kate. There you go. Thought you could do with one of these. Put you out of your misery.
Thank you.
I saw you were busy, so I nipped down the shops, in between my chest infection and my persistent migraine.
A star.
I'm just sorry everything else isn't as easy to sort out.
So how long's this been going on?
Nearly a year.
Do you know what started it?
After my dad left, I started eating a lot. Getting fat. The kids at school started picking on me and stuff. I read this thing in the paper about models making themselves sick.
So you thought you'd give it a try?
Yeah. First it was just after chocolate and cakes or something. Then I couldn't stop.
You're vomiting after every meal?
Mainly when I go on a binge.
Do you want to stop?
I don't know if I can.
Carl, are you coughing up blood? Carl, Bulimia can damage your kidneys, your stomach, all sorts. If you're coughing up blood, it means you've damaged the wall of your stomach. Now, the damage may not be permanent at the moment, but if you carry on with this binging, you could rupture your stomach. Do you know what's made you so unhappy?
I don't see the point. Nothing's ever going to be any different. I'm never going to be able to get out of this.
Get out of what? Is something going on at school? Then what?
Me mum. It was all right at first. Till my dad left. And she started getting so depressed. She wouldn't go out, speak to anyone. She said she wanted me to stay in with her.
She doesn't like you going out.
She says she gets scared on her own. But then I started feeling scared coming home. It's like I'm trapped. And I just can't move.
Yeah, I know.
Mate's just got sick of it. Stopped ringing me up. I just keep thinking it's just gonna be me and her till I die. I shouldn't be telling you this. She'll kill me.
No, she won't. She wants you to get better. Don't you think?
I can't tell you. I can't.
Carl, are you trying to tell me that your mum knows about your bulimia? Are you sure about this?
About 6 months ago, she caught me making myself sick. I thought she'd go mad, but she said she didn't mind.
She didn't suggest you go see a doctor.
She said that if anyone ever found out, they'd blame her and put me in care. She said that if I ever got ill, she'd look after me, that we didn't need anyone else.
I see.
Worse it got, the more I stayed at home. That's what she wanted. I do love her. I just can't take it anymore.
So what do you want to happen now?
Will you help me?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I will.
Problems?
I was right about bulimia.
Are you going to refer him?
I booked him a place at the rectory. 6 months waiting list.
Still, once he's in, he stands a good chance of full recovery.
Yeah, he does.
That's provided he doesn't rupture his stomach and rot his teeth in the meantime. See you tomorrow.
Hi. You okay? You've done a test.
I didn't need to. The whole thing was a false alarm. Happy ending after all.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Are you?
Yes, really. Look, if I could change this part of myself, I would. You know that, don't you?
You can't help the way you feel any more than I can.
Why don't we go away somewhere this weekend? Push the boat out, have a bit of fun. We could drive up to the lakes. Anything you fancy?
I don't think so. Let's just have a quiet weekend at home, huh? Just the two of us.
And I'll make the mac moussaka soon.
As long as I don't have to do the washing up.
That's a deal. Kate.
Don't. Let's go home, shall we?